Aquaze probably. I believe also a Pikachu player, but in Jakal is Jakal. Not really, if you watch Tri-State, or honestly, if you've been following Smash for the last 2 or 3 years, not a player you really need much introduction to. One of the last bastions of Wolf, one of the two main ones in the US, or not US, in the North America scene, along with Ouch on the West Coast. A character that I think is quite broken, but to a lot of others is one that has heavily fallen off in the meta, just due to them not being able to quote unquote compete with the DLC characters. Take that as you will. But a bastion of the fusion scene, right? There's a running joke about Zomba Jakal being like the fusion grand finals always, including at that time they got the grand finals at like a P tier. I believe it was a P tier. It was Crown like 2023. The Grands was literally Zomba versus Jakal.
I've seen this before.
Quite familiar.
Yeah.
But
however, yeah, we know the man Jakal. Aquaze trying to keep alive here. He's already at 111 early and loses that stock off the up smash. I'm even though he definitely was DLC Pack 0 along with that yellow menace also on the screen. I'm not much of
people don't understand how good Wolf was when this game came out. He was so good they had to nerf his down smash twice, and it's still a really good move.
And still a good move. And why is there a bayonet on the blaster? That actually gets me. That riles me up every time I get hit by it.
Oh, I also apparently was just brought up the fact that Jakal is not playing on his tag. He's using Haze's.
Interesting.
Wait,
that's actually crazy.
But and apparently Jakal just said, "I know," meaning there's a good chance they run the same. Apparently Jakal's aware of it. So I would say it's a fair guess that they run the same controls.
It doesn't seem to be slowing him down at all. So it's got to be something that he's familiar with. He catches him jumping with that back air. Jakal chilling at 127. Looking to close out this game one. That was much of a hitch.
Yeah. This is one thing we talked about in our first set today with Mouse Rat. That Pika is a character that can, if you're not ready, if you're not like on point with your combos and your like early kills, you're gonna struggle to take it for a while. And it's as hard as it is to hit Pika at times. Wolf is not gonna be a character that will struggle to kill you if you're falling into his loving embrace.
Exactly. And especially with him being a fast faller, this is a matchup that Aquaze would like to see. It's a matter of making sure that the combos are hit.
Being able to get the I do like that, trying to potentially read a jump over or potential like air dodge, but fortunately not going to do it. And you're going to get the up throw. How are you going to land? Pretty easily, actually.
Look attack back onto the stage.
Really not much of a problem.
Yeah, I had no issue, especially like Wolf is like, he's not the guy that's going to chase you down for real.
Airspeed, amazing. Ground speed, not great.
Not great.
I think he's like top 10 in like airspeed, but he's like bottom 10 in movement speed on the ground.
As he deserves.
Thankfully, man, that character's also fast. Would be a legitimate more nightmare than he already is. This should be a backer.
Just keep the plays away. Yeah, there's that back here, just right on schedule, but that rat just a little bit too tiny.
Aquaze really does have to watch how they get in here, just because of the fact that you can't press too many. You can't really press a button on the shield of Jakal. Your moves are a bit stale right now, so up smash is going to be a viable option out of shield for Jakal here. And if you overextend too much, you can get up tilted. However, because the character that we know can steal away these early stocks, and Jakal's not
can get these stocks
careful.
Wait, in a hurry. Jakal at 40%. This is the cheese range, and up throw not even close. But we'll put it back at ledge.
I think it's a reverse up air there. Yeah, if you're crazy. Also, you have to watch out for the potential hold down. Oh, you're dead.
Oh yeah, slides into the side B. That's actually that's not one of the things you expect to get hit by. The wolf flash off stage. You're like, man, that you just feel a little bit silly.
I don't know if that was enough for Jakal to make it back. Let's see here. Hopefully we can get a better shot of it, because there was potential that there was I don't think he makes that one back. I think
no, he makes that back.
Really? It looks like he held back on it to get that side B angle. I think he was heavily relying on the up B, the side B spiking there. Maybe it was just because of like the cut too quickly that we didn't get to see it, but I don't know. It was definitely an adjustment from Jakal there to get that side B exactly to hit. This could be it if you can get it correctly. Can't finish it off though.
Yeah, actually, thankfully, I'm running off my laptop on Wi-Fi, so I got to see it in like a choppy slow motion, and it looked like the magnet hands were gonna get him.
Yeah, but we're gonna see the run back here. Once again, didn't really feel like a stage issue. This I would say is notably more of a neutral stage than PS2 is.
Yeah, it's the true one that it's what we really wanted. PS3. Third time's the charm after all. But oh, nice. Taking an early stock here, only at 50%. And Aquaze is trying to continue that momentum that he had running in the game 1. Where we saw him like slowly coming back, but you know, just getting out muscled by moves.
Really good weight. Really good weight on Jakal there to just drift back, knowing that there was a good chance that down B comes back to get the potential spike. But it was enough to save you. Whoa. You have to tech that. Each and every time you have to tech that. It sets up for so much. And that up tilt's gonna sniff him out and take that stock at a relatively. Not actually, at a relatively normal percent. It's the first time you're ever going to hear that from Wolf.
Yeah, Wolf move killing.
Wolf kill moving at a percent that it actually makes perfect sense. Sounds about right.
Yeah, exactly.
It's going to be hard to find these early stocks that Jakal is willing to adapt a little bit better. I mean, not even then, he hasn't even been losing his stocks early. He's just been getting out hit. Which is a really funny thing to say, because it feels like when Jakal's playing, he's just really smart on the top and constantly on top of you. But yeah, jump back in there and force him to approach. What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, exactly. And Jakal slowing it like all the way down pretty much, because he saw that Aquaze had a little bit of momentum going, and he was like, I don't want to interact with that too much.
I think he dropped down there, yeah. Had to make the smart approach there, and he got intercepted at all. That should have been a stock for Aquaze, but unfortunately for Aquaze, not gonna be able to take it, and now you're forced to reset into neutral with Jakal. Gonna be kind of
but
hard.
He's been able to scrap a little bit, as they're pretty much at even percent, but Jakal finds his way safely back into middle stage right before he gets hit by him.
Ooh! Worth trade. Honestly, if the game kept going at the pace it was going, that should still be a quasi game take. But if you're able to just even it out right then and there, it'd be great. Don't drop down just yet.
Aquaze.
You had it!
Oh. Jakal gonna back up as Aquaze fighting for his life here. Goes for it all, trying to catch the wolf flash, but unable to. We'll have to see a more neutral situation at least. All these guys knowing that even though they're like basically at mid-percent, this isn't the time to get hit by any sort of combo starter.
We're seeing right now just both these players trying to find their one main hit, and Jakal be really and get punished for it.
Yeah, now Pause taking a little bit more of that space, trying to be a bit aggressive in the bayonet. My goodness, what a move. Has opened up Jakal for this Aquaze combo. It's the up air to the fair. He's gonna send Jakal a little.
You got. Oh, that's good. That's it. That's
and get the up air, and that's gonna do it.
Aquaze. You also got the really good hitbox and set forward there. And that's the chase that he needed. Because I kept talking like, oh, if he gets the hit here, if he gets the hit here, that's Jakal's stock each and every time. Because as good as Wolf is, like every other Spacey, his recovery options are very honestly kind of linear. It's more so though is that not many characters will have the tools to really punish them and get to them and kill them before they die themselves, right?
Exactly. And thankfully Pikachu is just one of those guys who can just go out limitless range. He's gonna hit you from anywhere.
Yeah, and I think we're seeing some thinking. Also, I did note that Jakal did change his tag to Jude. Makes sense. I just kind of thought Jakal would have a cooler tag than just his name. I don't know, Matador.
Well, what's really cooler than repping yourself? Always be yourself, folks.
Always be who you are. Exactly. Unless your name is Jude, apparently. But no, but
then you'll get hated on the commentary.
You'll get hated on commentary. But I don't at all disagree with this stage pick. There's going to be no stage that's going to change up how Aquaze is going to play this game, because the game plan is going to be the same. Either way, it's just how Jakal gets in and out of situations. And if he can build up these early leads, it's if he's. Oh no, that down smash.
Whoa. But he's gonna live. He's gonna be okay.
Yeah, and you were able to actually get out of the corner there, which against Wolf was kind of hard to do. Grab there, you're gonna be able to get the down throw. You can get your damage. No, falling out of him, especially from the fastball. I do love the back hitbox out.
Yeah. Aquaze trying to make sure he maximizes every single hit that he gets, but he's dancing around right now. Yeah, he's holding children's third stage, and that's so good. He's not giving up that space at all. He wants it and forces Jakal to take it himself, which he will.
Yeah, we're starting to get to the point where we do have to worry about all the out of shield options or even like dash attack, because like Wolf has the ability to whittle your shield down quite a bit. But when that dash attack comes out, good uppy, a little bit weird, I will say, but it got the job done.
Exactly, and that's all that we needed to do.
That dash attack is big and it's scary because it's coming, but it's it's coming. What are you really going to do about it half the time?
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, oh, you guessed wrong. Also, that thing hurts and will kill you.
Did you DI it wrong? Did you guess the DI wrong? But also, did you guess wrong? Crosses up or not? Like, there's so much many things that can happen that you just have to. And that's also that's when you get hit by it. Like before that even comes up, it's just scary because Wolf actually has like a pretty decent dash grab, which is a big threat too. And if you're Aquaze, you have to find a way to take the stock. Now, you don't want to give Jakal the chance to use this rage that he has, because Wolf with rage is a really scary character. That is going to take it. I think that was like an air dodge in the blast. That's the only thing I can think of. That probably should have killed.
Yeah, it was like really close.
Meant to be a side B, I feel. Okay. You're going to get the early counter? No.
Jakal's been like really good on any time that Aquaze
you can't get hit by the
dropping that combo a little bit, but gets hit by the bear. Look out!
That bear is broken. I'm so sick of it back like it's not. But it was an up smash once again. Break it off me tool. Scoops pretty widely. It's not a good kill move, but it's really good at being able to get the early damage and get people off of you.
Honestly, the fact that it reaches that far, I'm glad that it's a bad kill move. They don't like these Wolfmen do not deserve it.
Yep.
But
I did some research. I have died on the Xanadu and other streams over 50 times to Wolf Bear before I stopped counting.
Oh my goodness.
That move is really good, guys. Either way, we are seeing now what Aquaze didn't want to deal with in the last 2 games, which was Wolf getting a lead that he can build off. Because we really are seeing like the things of Wolf. That's going to take it, and this is your last chance. I mean, we've seen Aquaze play on these like stocks before, right? In that game 1, we saw the last, like the end of it was almost able to get it back. But you're gonna have to do that again against Jakal, who's been in these situations so many times. Aquaze, definitely a player who I've seen around a bit, but I mean, you haven't been in these situations as much as Jakal has, right? And this is like this would be an upset win. You have to watch out for it, and you get scared, and sometimes you fall into an upset.
Yeah. You know, Jakal taking it 2-1, a great effort by Aquaze, however, really making it look a lot closer than a lot would think. However, that up tilt, you know, saying no, not today.
Yeah. It wasn't even like it was like a kind of lopsided game 3. We see a lot of the time, a lot of the players like Jakal, the higher level players, when they get put into a game 3 situation, a switch just turns on, right? Like the adaptation comes in. And it wasn't even like one of those games, right? It did feel like Jakal definitely learned some more from that game 2 than Aquaze did. But Aquaze was still keeping it close. It was just, once again, that momentum, when it starts shifting in Wolf's way, shifts pretty heavily in the Wolf's direction. And wasn't really just able to find his way fully back from it.
Yeah, there's that big F smash that Jakal was trying to like end Aquaze's life right there. And that up tilt once again. Jakal is like he's like one of those wolves that like really loves up tilt. I'm not sure why more wolves aren't just like spamming that move.
That move is fast. It's like frame 7, but the main issue is it is kind of laggy. Like it doesn't have like the safety that like Snake like up tilt does. It also isn't necessarily as strong. Like you have other tools there that you have other tools that worked there in that situation, but it's really good to catch if you're not ready for it or on platforms. It's because one thing, it is frame 7, so it's fast. It's just not a great move in the grand scheme of Wolf's moveset.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a big believer that it is underrated.
Oh yeah, all this character's moves are underrated.
His
character is underrated.
I think it's the wolf propaganda. They're like he can't compete. He can't compete. Oh my god, guys, what am I gonna do? I only have bear and these extra fake looking combos because you're in hit stun for 6 years.
My recovery's so bad, guys. Oh, like that's like a punished for recovery.
Exactly. Look how bad he is. He got hit by Pikachu up air tip man. Come on.
Like he played 9 stocks and he only got edge guarded once for it. Like like he played a 9 full stocks and like I don't know, 1 out of 9, not necessarily great to disprove the fact that this character has a bad recovery, you know?
Yeah,
but either way, that's gonna be Jakal moving on 2-1. Being our last player to make it winner's side top 8, but unfortunately with that does mean that we are wrapping it up here with these pools and are starting to move into this top 8 bracket, which will be with 2 new commentators, the wonderful actually Skiff's tag used to be Wonderful Skiff before it became Skiff Talks, and then Cirque, 2 great commentators to follow up after us. But before that, we gotta pay the bills. Collision 2025 happening at Meadowlands Expo Center, August 22nd to the 24th this summer in Secaucus, New Jersey. You can scan and register in the top right. Definitely, Collision always a great event. Personal experiences, great. It's always gonna be a fun time. You can follow the action on the Twitter, Collision Smash, or on the Twitch and YouTube. Collision Series TV for the Twitch and Collision Series for the YouTube. I believe it's about 15 minutes from New York, so you have stuff to do there.
And I actually got it this time. This is
they just jumped it.
Yeah, I guess they jumped it. All right, I didn't even have a chance to mess it up. You guys are watching Fusion, where you're currently watching our Smash Bros. Ultimate bracket. Doors open at 6 p.m. Singles bracket. We got a singles bracket. We got a rotating Buster side bracket, and access to an arcade. Like, have you ever like played games and then wanted to play more games? Like, just go to an arcade. That's going to be at 1527 Main Railway, New Jersey, every Monday. And if you can't make it, come watch us right here on Collision Series TV.
Yeah, and Garden Brawl 2025 happening That's like this weekend actually.
Yeah, I believe so.
June 14th. That's this
Yeah, that's
Saturday.
this Saturday.
And
That's
Ridgewood,
this
New
Saturday.
Jersey. Start.gg/Garden Brawl. New Jersey loves showing out for their regionals. And you, if you're from like the surrounding area or happen to be near Ridgewood, New Jersey, this Saturday, definitely recommend checking it out. Gonna be a good event. The Garden Brawl. I do know Garden Brawl always like what I see always a good tournament to watch, and can say check it out at the very least.
Yeah. So we're gonna be all done here. I've been Mob, joined by the lovely Nick District. Hope you guys enjoyed hearing us and, more importantly, watching this stacked Fusion 254. Yes, I think that's the one. Yeah. So
follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Those are I honestly probably talk about sports and Smash these days, but I do every once in a blue moon talk about Smash there. I'm more likely to be talking about Smash on my Twitch, which you can follow me there. Where can they find you?
Well, you can find me on Twitter. I might be complaining about Smash Brothers. I'm gonna be complaining about something though. Of course, you check me out on Instagram. That's where I take my pretty pictures. And if you want to see me play not Smash Brothers, because I've just played Valorant and Five Nights at Freddy's, check out the Twitch page.
Yeah, and that's where you can find us. And I will say thanks for watching. Stick around for top 8. We'll be right back in a little bit. Peace out.